It is 7. It is 7:55 in the morning time on this Tuesday morning, July 6, 2021. And direct by Newsman Norton. This is the Peter channel. More the news on this Tuesday morning, July 6, 2021. Got 71 degrees in Massachusetts at 7:55. Here are the headlines on this Tuesday morning. And our top stories at 7:55 is Tropical Storm Elsa approaching the Florida Keys. Tropical Storm Elsa gaining strength, flashing the Florida Keys. Miami-Dade mayor becomes face of response to condo collapse. What America failed to understand about his war in Afghanistan. New Jersey man who went on a racist mass draws protests at his home. Hunt for Capitol attackers still on 6 months after January 6th. An American lunch went on lunch date in Moscow now. He's languishing in a jail cell in Belarus. Biden allies brace for GOP attacks when southern border reopens. 150 people dead and 400 shootings over the 4th of July weekend. Former Texas elected officials oppose governor's veto of legislature budget. Plane crashes win. Russia with 28 people aboard. Israel's new government fails to send controversial citizenship law. Shorter work and week trial in Iceland hailed as an overwhelming success. A French teenager Zenat near La Zamret unleashed death threats. Now 13 are on trial. Chicago's exam schools offers lessons of busts involved in the admission process. Hong Kong authorities said on Tuesday they have arrested 9 people, 6 of them students, after discovering a bomb-making lab in a guest house. Fiery explosion in Caspian Sea produced by Buddy Phenomenon. South Korea to receive 700,000 Pfizer doses from Israel vaccine swap. An ancient industry association warned that Hong Kong may pull their services as it implements changes to its privacy laws that could silence freedom of expression. A Russian passenger plane with more than 25 people on board has gone missing over the eastern Kamchatka Peninsula on Tuesday, according to state-run media. Lebanon has suffered decades of political assassination that remain largely unsolved and unpunished, but that family of luck and slim as well critics shot to death is not willing to accept a legal legacy of impunity. The United Nations said the future millions of children in Yemen wanted to defend their education was one of the greatest casualties on the border war of the Middle Eastern nation. A 5.2 magnitude earthquake struck Monday down the northern coast of the Wise Big Island, the westernmost island in the Hawaiian chain, officials said. New Atterbury restaurant reflects Hispanic cuisine. Mansfield High students give back to the neonatal intensive care unit. When Braden China lived in his North Atterbury neighborhood in Laurel Drive this past week, he made a stop to say goodbye to Sunny. St. Mary's School begins its transformation to 26 apartments in Taunton, and Taunton High School softball program wins a program's 6th state title. Homeless Brooklyn teen turns into software engineer and rapper. Look at that stocks now up 132.82 at 34.786.35. SP 5 up 32.48 43.52.34. That's a cup 116.95 14.639.33. Diddy falls pre-market as China's probe of U.S. listed firms jolt investors. Is the end of OPEC House, Saudi Arabia, and UAE fighting in threatening future war lands. Tax and ready chicken, some HB product recall due to possible listeria contamination. Caseo sets up to 1,500 businesses comprised in massive ransomware attack. Missouri hospital faces ventilator shortage amid virus hospitalization surge. Spark foam material gives robotic hand the ability to self-repair. Astronomers discovered an oversized black hole in the population in a star cluster of Palomar 5. Astronauts complete China's first ever tandem spacewalk in beautiful bone carving from 51,000 years ago as changing on view of Neanderthals. Okay, sports time. Montreal Canadiens avoid Stanley Cup final sweep with a 3-2 overtime victory with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers used an offseason to work on his mental health, and Giannis Capo knee injury Park Star listed a doubtful of Game 1 in NBA Finals. And tonight in Phoenix, Game 1 in NBA Finals between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Phoenix Suns takes place. And last night, Boston Red Sox defeat the Los Angeles Angels and 5-4. And the Sox and Angels go at it at 9:30 or 10 o'clock. Peter, channel news time is 8:01. Time now for Peter, channel traffic returns to check. Beep! On the MBTA due to recent track work, speed researchers may be put in place between Oak Grove and Sullivan Square to allow for traffic properly to settle. And the Cabirel and the first looking good. Okay, let's take a look at highways and byways in New England. Bridge 3 is southbound side, a little bit slow around. Route 128 into Burlington, 93 south, both ends a little bit slow. 128 out in the Redden area, 128 a little bit slow around 93 in Redden. 93 southbound slow between Medford and the downtown Boston. Route 1 southbound Little Stone and then the Chelsea down and Charlestown. 95 northbound side, a little bit slow around 128 at B2B, and Route 3 to the northbound side, a little bit slow to the entrance for 95 north and Lowell. South Expressway southbound side, a little bit slow between the Dorchester stretch all the way down to Quincy. 7 Expressway, the northbound side, so between the split down to the Pike in Boston. 93 to both in the downtown Boston, backed up. 7 tells slow count tells looking good. That's Mass Pike, westbound, also between Loader Report down to South Boston. 128 at the northbound side, south goes between the Braintree split down to Dedham. 95 at the northbound side, also before 128 at Gatton. 24 at the northbound side, also between 139 and Sorton down at 128 in Gatton. That's Pike and eastbound, a little bit so before 128 in Weston. And 95 on the northbound side, those are on downtown Providence, and Fort Bridge on the southbound side, a little bit slow. And 290 eastbound side, a little bit slow. Route 9 in Worcester, Route 2 eastbound, a little bit slow in the Afton area, and 21 northbound side, 291 and northbound, also before the Pike in Springfield end. 84 both ends a little bit slow between Farmington and Hartford, Connecticut. 91 northbound, also between Middletown all the way down to Glastonbury, Connecticut. Merritt Parkway westbound also between Milford all the way down to New Canaan. 95 to the south, so between Bridgeport down to Stamford. And up in North New England, Route 3 to the southbound side, a little bit slow around the Drake area. And Vermont, New York, remaining highways are looking good. Peter, channel news time, 8:03. Time now for weather report. The latest on Elsa, 6 mile per hour. Winds, minimum temperature 1,007 millibars. 24.5 to the north, 82.6 to the west. Moving northwest at 12 miles an hour. Heavy rain will impact Cuba today, resulting in significant flooding and mudslides as Elsa moves across the western Florida Peninsula. On Wednesday, heavy rainfall may result in isolated flare-ups in urban manner with flooding with considerable flare-ups in urban flooding possible in southwestern and western portions of Florida. Mid to late week, heavy rainfall across central coastal Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and southeast Virginia may result in isolated flash in urban flooding with considerable flash and urban flooding possible across coastal Georgia and in the low country South Carolina. There is a danger of life threatening and storm surge along the portions of the west coast of Florida tonight and Wednesday, and the storm surge warning in the effect of that area. Hurricane watch has been issued for a portion of the west central and the Big Bend coastal Florida, where hurricane conditions are possible tonight and early Wednesday. 12 Pacific conditions are expected across portions of the Florida Keys and the bunch of the west coast of the state, which drops of water is affected. A drops of water has been issued for the Georgia coast and the portions of the South Carolina coast, where drops of conditions are possible late Wednesday, early Thursday. Closer to home, a warm front has moved to be reached this waterfall by all the cubic conditions this afternoon continue and Wednesday scattered afternoon and evening thunderstorms each day. Thunderstorms will be the afternoon be likely. Be strong this severe with damaging wind gusts and trench downpours. The cold front will stall south with 7 and Thursday and Friday with more showers and thunderstorms than else of remnants are expected to track over the near 7 and Thursday and Friday. Weather remains until Saturday and Sunday, but a washout is not expected in. No major change in the latest observations other than bringing things in line with the latest observations and increased precipitation chances this morning toward the latest enhanced sense of WRF, which has a decent handle of the thunderstorm activity this morning, and otherwise the rest of the forecast is on track. Okay, take a look at the key posting for 1 p.m. this afternoon and 7 p.m. Wednesday at either next miles at 94 day and expected at portions of Darwin, Connecticut, central, northeastern, northeastern, the southeastern, and western Mass, and northern Ireland from 1 p.m. this afternoon to 7 p.m. Wednesday. The hot temperatures that activity may cause heating illness to occur. Drink plenty of fluids and stay in an air conditioned room, stay out of the sun, and check up on relatives and neighbors. And young children and pets should never be left unattended in vehicles under any circumstances. Take your three precautions if you work to spend time outside. When possible, schedule strenuous activities the early morning to the evening know the signs and symptoms of heat exhaustion, heat stroke, more lightweight and loose fitting clothing when possible to reduce risk during after work. The occupational safety and health administration recommends that scheduled and frequent rest breaks in a shaded or air conditioned environment. And avoid to overcome by heat should be moved to a cool and shaded location. Heat stroke emergency call 911. And also scatter strong severe thunderstorms are possible this afternoon and evening in the main front. But any stronger storms are damaging wind gusts, isolated hail, and every downpour may lead to localized flooding. Isolated strong and severe thunderstorms are possible Wednesday across 7 wing and the main front will be strong storms that damage wind gusts and heavy downpours, which may lead to localized flooding. And elsewhere will pass portions of 7 wing and just offshore on Friday. The main front will also be remnants will be local heavy downpours. And please listen to anyway weather radio will go to weather.gov on the internet for more information about the following hazards. Okay, take a look at the forecast. Goes like this. Today's scattered showers and thunderstorms may after 4 p.m. partly south going to 89 degrees. Southwest about 8 to 13 mile an hour gust high. Straight 3 mile an hour, just reach 30%, and new rainfall watch 3 to 10 quarter-inch possible, except hours possible thunderstorms per 10. Next, scattered showers and thunderstorms before 7 p.m. Punch mark between 11 p.m. and 1 a.m. Otherwise, mostly skies got about 68 degrees. Southwest about 5 to 7 mile an hour, just reach 30% new rainfall between 10 quarter-inch possible, except high miles possible thunderstorms. But Wednesday, scattered showers and thunderstorms after 2 p.m. Most of the south going 1 degrees, and western about 3 to 6 mile an hour, chance 40%, new rainfall marks less than 10 possible, 7 miles possible thunderstorms for Wednesday night, scattered showers and thunderstorms at mostly skies but 65 degrees, northwest about 5 mile an hour coming in the evening, chance 40%, new rainfall marks less than 7 possible, 7 miles possible thunderstorms for Thursday. Chance of showers and thunderstorms that showers possibly a thunderstorm after 5 p.m. Mostly skies but 30, low 65 degrees, chance 6%, and for Friday, showers during of times. 176 at low 66 degrees. Just pitches 8%. Saturday, jet showers, partly south coming 81 degrees, low 63 degrees. Northwest about 3 to 5 mile an hour, jet pitches 30%. And for Sunday, jet showers, partly south coming 80 degrees, low 62. Light about wind, jet pitches 30%. And for Monday, partly south coming 80 degrees. Goblin coming in the east around 5 mile an hour. And right now, not in it's first skies at 71 degrees. That's getting with Peter Gentleborn News for this. Tuesday on July 6th, 2021. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. Hope you have a good morning, goodbye, stay safe, be positive, feel free, be well. I will see you. Hope you have a wonderful day.